Hey guys, just want to take a minute here at the beginning of this show just to let you know I got an exciting announcement here. Uh, Long time coming, but I'm finally putting together a virtual summit. It's the Self Storage Virtual Summit. What is a virtual summit? Basically, it's like a conference, but hey, it's online. So, anyway, I'm going to have a lot more information coming about it. Getting all the speakers lined up right now. It's just getting the ball rolling. So, if you want to watch and follow and get updates on how this is all coming together, all the updates on the speaker lineup. It's going to be amazing. Okay, it's going to be fun. So go to the selfstoragesummit.com. Again, the selfstoragesummit.com. Just a quick landing page. Just put in your email address there, opt in, and that will just allow me to send you updates as things go along. Get you again the speaker announcements, what's coming up as things move on, and of course ultimately how you can participate and register for it. So anyway, go to that domain again, theselfstoragesummit.com, get signed up, and I'll keep you updated. Thanks a lot, guys.
So the big question is this: how are those in the self-storage industry like us going to be successful in today's market? That's the question, and this show will give you the answers. My name is Jim Ross, and welcome to the Self-Storage Show.
Hi everyone, this is Jim Ross from the Self Storage Show. Today we're going to do another storage spotlight. Got Stephen Jeffers with me. How's it going, Stephen?
It's going well. How about you, Jim?
Good, good. You're a returning guest. We don't get those very often, so you're one of the chosen.
Always be good. Always glad to be a returning guest.
Yeah, it's fun. Like I said, it's go through it once and like go with it first time. Like, it's not so bad. I don't bite, so hey, you're back.
Right.
Thank you. I know we were talking earlier. You were kind of been speaking. You were at it was ISS, right, or SSA? I get them all mixed up.
It was ISS back in April.
Cool. It went well for you. I know you were a little bit nervous at first, but once you get up there and start speaking, all the butterflies go away, and it's fun. You just talk.
Yeah, it was. I was definitely nervous. My wife could tell you that I was definitely fidgety beforehand, but loved getting in front of those folks and teaching them and everything, and hopefully to do it again in future years.
You will. Like I say, your talks seem to be very well receptive. So congrats on that. It's fun. Like I said, it's
thank you.
Kind of you build it up in your head. You got it perfect, but once you get up there, you just start talking. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty cool. Anyway, you kind of reached out to me, and it's kind of funny because I was thinking about the same kind of topic in the presentation I'm going to be giving. So when you reached out to me, I'm like, okay, we gotta talk a little bit about this subject. I think it's really important, and that's kind of like the leadership role and how that can really foster, a successful storage business. So anyway, I just wanted to kind of talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I reached out to you because I have always been in some sort of leadership position, and leadership training and everything has always been a fabric of who I am all the way back into high school. And working for the last 6 years in the storage industry for an independent mom and pop location to everything to a top 25 company. One of the things that I have seen is a lack of leadership and investing from upper management into the assistant managers and the managers that are on the ground doing the rentals, cleaning the units and everything. That there is just a lack of that there's they want the numbers, they want they hit the goals and everything, they want the company and the store to grow, but there isn't much emphasis on growth for the individual, and that's what I wanted to reach out to you with.
Yeah, it's again, don't want to harp on like it. It's not like this, but kind of just enlighten people of, hey, there is another way of kind of bringing people on and growing. Because I'm with you. It's one of those things where I've seen some sites, and I've been a part of some organizations where it's just kind of dictated. Like this
Right.
is how it is. This is what we do. Give me the numbers. That's it. And no, there's a lot better way of relaying information, and we kind of touched on this earlier, but it's more of like a why of what we do, and not just
Exactly.
like this is what we do. So yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so I've come up with 5 short points to to let everybody know. If you're an operator, an owner, a district manager, a regional manager, if you have some sort of responsibility for those managers and the assistant managers in those stores, I just have a few about 4 or 5 points of suggestions of what to do.
Cool.
The first one is to be a leader, not a boss. I recently heard Dave Ramsey say a boss looks for compliance while a leader looks to develop and serve. Um,
I like
and
that.
One of the biggest things that I love from one district manager I had as my time in management was uh, he would always ask, "What can I do to help you? What do you need?" And it wasn't just like, "Hey, I need more pens or keychains, or I need better communication with corporate." He was actually asking, "What can he do for me? How can he pour into me as a manager?" Um, he knew that I knew that I had previous management experience, but there are those managers out there that are coming that people hire that are brand new to a full-time management position, and this is a time where anybody who has these managers over them could start to invest and develop these people into quality managers. Um, and I think that that's really important. My second point is treat each manager and every employee really as a part of a team. There is no I in team. There is there's something about feeling like you're not on an island at your store, especially if you're part of a bigger company.
Yeah.
Uh,
I
so,
will beat that same drum forever because
oh yes,
coming from, I was a manager for how long, and I remember those days. It's so isolating, Like I once did a presentation. I did exactly that. I had a little island, like that's how it feels sometimes.
yeah, and
And
well, yeah. To your point, I felt like an island at one company, but I had a district manager come in and get. We were a smaller company. There was about 10 or 12 stores, and what he did is he had ended up doing like a group text for all managers to where we could bounce ideas off of each other, and he would hold conference calls with all of us managers on a monthly basis, and we got to know each other a little bit to where we felt comfortable calling up one of the other stores and asking them for advice about, "Hey, it sounded like you had success marketing to this kind of person, or how did you get that number for that online auction you just did? I want to know what you did so I can have my store better." And having that team collaboration is key to a company's success. And you're not going to have that collaboration if your management doesn't trust each other, and they won't trust each other if they don't know each other.
I just, not to jump on your point here, but a little
Yeah.
contribution here. I have just started. It's been a few months now with doing some consulting with some sites that are kind of like that. They have
Nice.
like a portfolio, but they're kind of fragmented, and they're kind of
Mm-hmm.
one person here, one person there, and they don't really talk. So I've done it with a number of sites now where exactly how we're doing right now. We're doing a Zoom meeting. That's what we do. We all get on
Yeah.
Zoom and we can see each other face to face and talk. And we have like a certain subject that we learn and grow from. We can open to questions, and it builds that camaraderie, and you're all building towards a goal. And it's just a simple. I just want to throw it out there because you hit on that. So it's a simple.
Yeah.
Zoom is fantastic. So
Zoom is great. I've used it for multiple businesses, and it's amazing how you can how it's basically like FaceTime but with multiple people,
yep.
and it's amazing.
Yep. I always refer to it as Brady Bunch style because you get the multiple faces and all that. It works out great.
Yeah. My third point is you want to train your managers and even your assistant managers in more than just self-storage operations. This kind of tags along with my last point, but it's again, you have an ability and an opportunity to invest in these people. Offer them leadership seminars, webinars, uh, John Maxwell has great leadership books. Same with Simon Sinek and some of these other leadership gurus out there right now. If you especially if you have a small team or a small district, get everybody to start reading a book together and have a conference call at the end of the month or end of the quarter and say, hey, what'd you think about this? And again, you can do that. If you have health insurance and other things covered by your company, maybe teach some of these managers that may not know much about how insurance works, how 401ks work. Give them a little education seminar about how all that stuff works.
Yep, I won't mention names, but they just did this. They had a portfolio of sites, and they had a financial literacy 101 kind of a group.
That's awesome.
That's exactly what they did. It was like I think it was a Dave Ramsey kind of a course that they were going through, and they were kind of teaching it to each other, basically. And yeah, I was like, that's great. That's, again, you're kind of setting storage aside, but at the same time, you're building that team camaraderie. You're doing this, but you're building up the individual at the same time. So, no, that's fantastic.
Yeah, exactly. When you build up the individual in a company, it benefits the company as a whole because they have more buy-in on what you're doing as a company.
Well, if you want to be eloquent and say it the right way, then yeah, go ahead.
I like to write. I'm a man of words. My fourth point is you also want to try to educate your managers about the self-storage industry as a whole. Take them to your state's association annual meetings. Let them know that this is not just, something, again, that you're not on an island, that there are hundreds, thousands of other people doing the same thing you're doing, and there might be a better way or another way of doing some local marketing or how you're cleaning your units. You might meet somebody who lives across the state from you that is doing it in a more efficient way that might be better. Get them to know Inside Self Storage and Spare Fit Storage Beat and some of these other things where they can educate themselves about the industry. This is one of the ways I've gotten the passion that I have for the self-storage industry is when I worked for a mom and pop who had been doing storage for 30 years, and they got me a subscription to Inside Self Storage, and they showed me where all the websites were to get information. And I started teaching myself, and I was like, man, this industry is really cool. And
I was going to say, just jumping in, there's also, like, when I've been teaching my managers, that's actually like part of day one is like, here are the resources to kind of just know what's out there. And just real quick, ISS Talk is fantastic. And another thing that's popped up in the last year or two that's actually, it was a desert island for a while, but now it's starting to pick up, is Facebook groups. Search for like self-storage Facebook groups. And that's a great way to reach out to people as well with specific questions. So.
Yeah, I'm a member of several of those, and those are wonderful to see. Just people that are new to the industry and everything, just asking for advice. That's all it is. That's really all they're doing is just asking, hey, what do I do now? And that's great. A great resource for managers, for operators, for owners that are new to the industry and need something, just need some suggestions. That's a good point, Jim. I totally spaced on the Facebook groups there.
That's what I'm here for.
My fifth and final point is to reward your managers and your employees. A lot of companies have bonus structures, but you need to make the bonus structures obtainable. If you keep having a bonus structure, but no one is getting the bonus structure, but you have it just to get employees to come, new hires and things, you're going to have a large turnover of your management because they're going to feel discouraged that they're not meeting their goals. So if you have obtainable goals, it'll boost morale, and they'll again be more able to buy into what your company is doing. And on my notes here, I have a great little point is create your own Dundie Awards. If you're a fan of the show, The Office, they always have these things called the Dundie Awards, kind of their own little Emmy Award things for the office staff at the end of the year and everything. And I would say create your own Dundee Awards. Have a big blowout at the end of the year. My wife's company, actually, the owner splurges in Charleston, South Carolina, pays everybody for their hotel rooms, has a big old banquet, and it's a big old Christmas party, but they give out awards about who's been the best, who's been the most creative in their local marketing and all this stuff. And I think a lot of self-storage companies could benefit from doing something like that, because again, it invites collaboration, it invites camaraderie, and it's always fun to go and see what others have been doing in the same company.
And everyone wants to be recognized. I mean, that's
right.
The bottom line. They want to be recognized for being a part of a company, for working for that company, because hey, they could be somewhere else very, very easily in another job. So you want to recognize their contributions for, their success of their storage facilities. So definitely.
Well, yeah, exactly. And again, leadership training is all about bringing individuals in your management and treating them as people and building them up. Someone has built you up when you are in a district manager, a regional manager, an owner capacity. Someone has poured into you. So why not you be the person who pours into the people you're responsible for? And I think if more companies did that, not just in the storage industry, but overall, I think the business world would be there will be a lot more smiles in the business world than there are now.
Yep. A little bit of effort goes a long way. And it's just a little bit of focus, a little bit of time and attention towards this, and just ask yourself that question: what can I do to make their life better? What can I do today to make them feel appreciated? What can I do today to help them in any way, shape, or form? Just ask yourself that question. You're going to answer it, and
yeah,
then
exactly
following through.
Yeah, and if anybody's interested, some of my influences on leadership have been John Maxwell, Dave Ramsey, Abraham Lincoln has been one. He was a great leader in the fact that he got everybody in his cabinet were his rivals during what the primaries were back then. So he was a great leader in getting all of them to work together. Simon Sinek and Gary Vaynerchuk are great business gurus, leadership gurus today. And I'm from the upstate South Carolina, so one of my great leaders of today is Clemson's head coach Dabo Swinney. He's a wonderful coach and leader, and does it the right way. So if anybody's interested in seeing what he has done for success, I'd go look up some of his philosophies.
Cool. No, good resources. Well, good. I know we could jam on this for another hour probably, and just talk about
yes.
For be considerate of the time, we'll move on. But
we'll do a part 2. We'll do a leadership part 2.
There we go. Exactly. So if nothing else, I just want this to really be people listen to this of just, what can you do today? Not like, oh, this is good in theory. No, what can you do today to, be a leader in some way, shape, or form for your organization? So hopefully we kind of have some points here to spark that question for them. So thank you very much.
Oh, you're very welcome, Jim. Thank you for letting me be on again.
All right. Thanks, Steven. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for supporting the show. I want to let you know that we've just opened up our brand new free private Facebook group. There I'll be having some extra special content not found anywhere else. If you really want your facility to be a success in today's market, then this is going to be the place for you. You can request to join us at selfstoragecommunity.com or search for Self Storage Domination Community on Facebook.